And to break down the breaking news, Douzable joining us here on CBS Sports HQ is just coming off back-to-back really good performances with the Bengals and the reigning AFC champs. How big of a blow is this to Cincy?
This is a massive blow. I mean, nobody has a better connection at receiver and quarterback than Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. And it goes all the way back to their college days. And if you look at when they struggled in the beginning of the year, yeah, the offensive line was an issue. But let's not forget T. Higgins got banged up, right, and missed the game. And the offense just wasn't as explosive. Now, with Jamar Chase being out, guys can really double-team T. Higgins and maybe roll the coverage to Tyler Boyd. Joe Mixon in the run game has not been really getting going, so that's going to have to come into play now because without Jamar Chase and his explosiveness, this dude could take a quick hitch route, 70 yards. Last week versus the Atlanta Falcons, he took a quick hitch route, like 35 yards. He kind of circled the whole secondary for the Atlanta Falcons. We saw it the week before that versus New Orleans Saints. Quick out route, takes it 60 yards with less than 2 minutes on the clock. So this is a massive blow from one of the budding stars at the NFL position, but just the connection that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have is second to none. So this is going to hurt the Cincinnati Bengals going forward.
Taking a look at some of the notes here from our research team, his targets ranked 5th, the receptions, I should say, also in the top 10 as well. So take me through, because they have a Monday night game against Cleveland on Halloween, so they do get an extra day. Take me through now. You're going to lose one of your star wide receivers. What's the game installation like? Different things in those meetings leading up to the game from now until then.
Well, the good thing, Tommy, they have an extra day, and they decided to put this out there Thursday. They probably already knew Wednesday that he was not going to most likely play this week or the next 4 or 6 weeks. So they already put a game plan in place. If you look at them, when Joe Mixon got going last year, that's when they were able to make that run to the Super Bowl because if you add people to the box, they're going to kill you on the outside. They were able to run the ball because they had Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and then Tyler Boyd at the slot. I think Hayden Hurst becomes more entrenched in this offense now. Now, he's gotten a lot of target shares, but I think his target shares go up now with Jamar Chase being hurt. T. Higgins is going to have to prove that he could be a true number one, and I think he can. He's been over-highlighted by Jamar Chase, but I think T. Higgins has the ability to be a true number one receiver. We saw Tyler Boyd go off for 155 yards last week. I think his number goes up as well. And Joe Burrow, man, his feel in the pocket is second to none. Now, he doesn't use his legs all the time to just get up and run. He just finds a way to buy time in the pocket and find receivers down the field. So I know that with them knowing that Jamar Chase most likely wasn't going to play this week and going forward, that they've already put that in the game plan this week versus the Cleveland Browns. And I think, guys like Boyd, guys like T. Higgins, Hayden Hurst, and even Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield, I think they start, spreading the ball out a little bit more evenly.
They had that proverbial Super Bowl hangover, a couple of losses to start the season, but again, have been playing some pretty good football. And for Jamar Chase himself, the last couple of games. Guys, can we bring up that schedule just one more time? Again, we're taking a look at a 4 to 6 week timetable that does include a bye week for them. So again, Leger, taking a look at what they have in front of them after the Browns on Monday night, how do you think they navigate the next potentially 6 weeks?
Well, Joe Burrow, even before this injury happened, said, right, going into the Falcons week, he's like, this next 3 games is going to tell us who we are. Because after that, you saw they got some monsters. The Tennessee Titans on the schedule, the Buffalo Bills. They also have the Baltimore Ravens to play again, and I believe the Tampa Bay Bucks down the stretch. So these are winnable games, even with Jamar Chase being hurt. This is going to be on Zach Taylor. We're going to see what type of coach you are. You lose probably your best offensive player. Can you galvanize your team? Can you still get it and be explosive on offense like you have the last 2 weeks? We'll see what happens Monday night, Halloween, Cleveland Browns.
That game is still a 3-point game at Caesars Sportsbook, but it could change with the news, of course, that Jamar Chase will not be playing in this game or any in the foreseeable future. Douzable, thank you very much for the breaking news. Again, a reminder about Inside the NFL. James Brown and company getting you covered for everything across the National Football League. You can catch out new episodes every Tuesday exclusively on Paramount Plus. I'm sure the guys will be breaking down what the Cincinnati Bengals team looks like after the Monday night game and without Jamar Chase.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.